Hi, this is John Ivison, the Grow Smart Coach, and today's short video lesson is on the role of accountability in your breakthrough challenge. Accountability is a necessary component if you're going to achieve a breakthrough. And accountability applies to the leader as well as the people surrounding the leader. A colleague of mine, Mark Green, has written a short 43-page monograph on creating a culture of accountability. In it, he provides 9 accountable behaviors and 9 non-accountable behaviors. Not all might apply in your situation, but one of the first things that I always do when working with a client is getting on the same understanding and definition of a concept before moving forward. So you need to all embrace the same concept of accountability in your organization, your family, your sports team, in order for it to work to help you achieve a breakthrough challenge. And we also need it in our society. Living in the US right now, we need leaders in our country who will be accountable in a good way to lead us forward out of this slog we're in with the COVID-19 crisis in our economy. And so I highly encourage you to pick up Mark's book, read those 43 pages, and have discussions in all your environments, whether it's your business team, a sports team you might be involved in, coaching, your family, and even in the election process, because we need more accountability in the future, not less. So Mark's going to cover the 2 specific non-accountable behaviors that I think universally apply in all contexts and in all situations. So understand and ask yourself, where are these 2 non-accountability behaviors get in the way of my breakthrough challenge for the future?
So now let's kind of delve a little bit into some examples of non-accountable behaviors. And I'm sure, again, as coaches, you're going to love these and see that they're pretty familiar. But it's how I'm talking about them and how I'm framing them that I think might be of particular value today. So number 1 non-accountable behavior of the 4 that I'm going to share with you here is finger pointing. Now, finger pointing in my world is an indicator of an external locus of control rather than an internal one. It's essentially saying that if I point my finger at you and say it's your fault, I am completely abdicating any element of accountability that I have in the situation as a leader. And so this is a really damning thing about finger pointing and why it's such a non-accountable behavior, because blaming others doesn't constructively solve a problem, nor does it prevent the recurrence of a problem. And as you all know, again, as coaches, any leader who points to someone else and says it's their fault is clearly missing the amount that they're contributing to it, and they must be contributing to it. They can't not be contributing to it if it's part of their organization that they're leading, right? This is one of my pet peeves as a coach. Tolerating a non-green status in something is a non-accountable behavior. What you tolerate establishes the norm for the organization. And this is what Jocko Willink and Leif Babin exposed in their book, Extreme Ownership, which is a great, great read. What you tolerate as a leader establishes the norm for the organization. And I was in a meeting once with clients, a pretty high-performing organization, and we were going over their dashboard, and there was a lot of yellow and a little bit of red and not a ton of green on the dashboard. And I just kind of sat back and listened, and everybody went through their stuff, and everybody else in the room was just kind of nodding their heads along with the storyline. And they got through this, and I said, hey, time out. Like, do you guys see what I'm seeing here? There's a lot of non-green up there, and you all seem okay with it. Like, is that okay? And so you got to make sure that you're building a team and that you're coaching a team who can challenge one another. And when it becomes the norm that you tolerate a non-green status, I mean, it's horrendous. And so tolerating a non-green status, you want to catch it when you can, and make sure that that's addressed, because clearly that's a non-accountable behavior.